18 states are now being warned of additional illnesses and loss of life. Today we're going to talk about this new and updated Listeria outbreak that is impacting many people, especially this holiday season. So I want to break down what's going on, why many experts are really concerned about what we are about to face, because Listeria actually has a shelf life, and this can impact us several months down the road. So again, I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, explain the states that are currently being warned. I'm going to talk about and give you the full list of the products that have been recalled that a certain manufacturer is pulling back, does not want you to consume because they are concerned for your health and safety. But also, they're concerned about their business as well. So I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So what is going on here? How are 18 states now being warned of additional illnesses and possibly death? Well, look at this. This is an article that just came out today. This is from USA Today. It says, expect more illnesses in Listeria outbreak tied to boar's head deli meat, according to a food safety attorney. It says this is the worst set of inspection reports I have ever seen. That is troubling. Now, I want to explain where this is coming from. Okay? Now, I want to talk a little bit about this first, and then I want to show you a map. I want to show you the list of the products, because again, if you have consumed any of these products, you need to be somewhat on alert, just in case you do experience the symptoms of Listeria. Let's get into the article right now. It says a prominent food safety lawyer says more illnesses can be expected, and Congress should investigate boar's head after deli meat produced in one of the company's plant was linked to an ongoing multi-state Listeria outbreak. It says the outbreak has led to at least 57 hospitalizations and 9 deaths in 18 states since the CDC initially reported it in July or on July 19th. Okay, here's what you need to know. This was first reported on July 19th. The recall came on July 29th. Here's the list. This is the boar's head product recall list. Now, I'm not going to go through every single one of these, okay, but I'm going to scroll through it. Just look at this list, okay? Look right here at this list. Going to go through it. You can see it just keeps going, okay? It just keeps going and going and going and going and going, right? It's not stopping. We're still going. Now we're getting into the old country. Okay, again, there's the list. That is the entire list. If you want to see exactly what is on that list, go back through, pause the video, okay, take a picture of it, take a screenshot, whatever you need to do, just so you know what is on that list, okay? But also keep in mind, it is saying all products purchased before that date, okay? Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, it's such a big deal because Listeria can be fatal. Okay, it says, according to Mayo Clinic, it says healthy people rarely become ill from Listeria infection, but the disease can be fatal to unborn babies, newborns, and people with a weakened immune system. It says prompt antibiotic treatment can help curb the effects of Listeria infection. Okay. Here's the other thing. Listeria can survive for quite a while when it's refrigerated or it's frozen. That's the issue. Because what do we do with deli meat? We don't leave it on the counter. We take it from the store, we stick it in our refrigerator. So even if we bought it, let's say 3 months ago, it can still be infecting people. It can still hurt you if you consume it. All right? Listeria can seriously last on surfaces for, let's say, 1 day to potentially 2 to 3 months. Okay? It can last a while. That's the reason why it's such a big deal. Now, look at this. This was just updated a few days ago. All right? It says July 2024 product recall information. Again, this is August 29th. Okay? Says we deeply regret the impact this recall has on affected families. No word can fully express our sympathies and our sincere and deep hurt we feel for those who have suffered losses or endured illnesses. They are trying to cover themselves up. Okay? They know they messed up. They made a mistake. Now they're trying to fix it. Okay? A lot of stuff has been recalled. Let me show you the states here. Then we'll get back to that article. These are the states where people have, we have seen a Listeria outbreak. Okay? The worst one, right here in New York. 17 people have been sick. Okay? In the orange, you see Virginia, 4. Over here, New Jersey had 5. You see over here, Massachusetts, 3. Over here, Missouri, 3. Virginia, 4. You got Florida, 3. Then you got Georgia. You got South Carolina, both with 2. New Mexico, Arizona with 1. Hawaii, or Alaska, nobody. Yeah, you can kind of see the list. Now, I want to go through that exact list, okay? And I want to go through and name every single state really quick. Here are the affected states. New York, Maryland, New Jersey, Virginia, Massachusetts, Florida, Missouri, Georgia, South Carolina, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Indiana, Arizona, New Mexico, and Tennessee. Those are all the states that have been impacted. Now, let's get to some of this, okay? Let's get to the real news here. There will likely be more illnesses and possibly more deaths because the incubation period for Listeria may last more than 2 months. So people who consume tainted deli meat in July could still develop illnesses. So here's the crazy part too. And the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention, number one, we're coming back from a holiday weekend, from Labor Day weekend. For most people, it's a 3-day weekend. Here's the issue. Many people spend this Labor Day weekend and spend time on vacation, traveling, right, doing the end of summer stuff, where in some cases they're having sandwiches and maybe making subs and they're having deli meat. The deli meat that they could have purchased from Boar's Head a couple months ago could still be in the refrigerator. They could have consumed it. Not only that, they could have consumed this the tainted meat back in July. They could consume this again back in August, and maybe they don't have any symptoms yet, but they could, and that's the problem. That's why they're saying more people could become ill because of this. Look at this. It says the CDC's investigation found that meat sliced at deli counters, including Boar's Head brand liverwurst, were contaminated with Listeria and made people sick. Subsequently, Boar's Head expanded its recall to include every product made at the facility in Jarrett, Virginia. It says this week, inspection reports from the USDA's Food Safety and Inspection Service revealed the inspectors found insects, mold, and mildew at the plant over the 12 months before it was voluntarily shut down because of the outbreak. They found, insects. There were lines of ants. There were multiple insects. There was mold and mildew at the exact plant for the past 12 months. Okay. Here's what's very interesting though. Okay. This recall will not be the only one. Okay. It will likely continue. But the big question is, why did it take so long? Why was this federal inspection? Why wasn't this, brought forward earlier? According to reports, it says before Boar's Head Provisions Company Inc. issued a July 26 recall, there were more issues. It says inspectors found insects, alive and dead, black and green mold and mildew within the plant just weeks before. They had to recall, or pretty much throw away, 200,000 pounds of liverwurst due to potential Listeria contamination. Okay, this report goes on and on, talking about the issues with Boar's Head and that specific plant. But here's what I want you to know: we are seeing more and more people become sick because of issues we're finding with food. Why? Well, it has to do with the amount of people that are in those specific parts of the the service industry, right? The inspectors. Less people want to be part of that, right? They want to go somewhere else, get paid more money, right? They want to get paid more money, have better benefits. They want to pretty much control their life. Makes sense. But here's the issue. We aren't getting more people into those industries. It's less inspections. And I'm all for less red tape. But at the same time, when it has to do with our food, we should be very, very concerned there. Because that's what everyone's telling us. That it's the food that we eat, everything that we consume, that we put into our body. That could be the issue. That could be what's spreading these viruses and these illnesses. But yet, we have more people trying to approve where we build stuff, digging a hole in our yard, than we do actually with the food that we consume. That's the problem. So, we're going to see what happens. But the United States does have a Listeria outbreak, and according to experts, it could be many months before we ever know where this is really coming from. Yes, the one factory in Virginia that was shut down. Great, shut it down. But it could get much worse, and we just don't know it yet. So, as we get more information, I promise I will bring you all the latest news and updates. But as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.